Hey everyone, Pastor George here. I hope you're having a wonderful day inside and you're not outside stuck in this storm that we're having here. You might hear the snow blowing against my windows here. Not much I can do about that sound. But today, it's Meme Monday, so we get to spice things up a bit. So I have a question for you. What do hymns, vampires, and metal bands have in common? I'll let you think about that for 2 or 3 more seconds. You probably don't know. So I have this wonderful meme graph that someone made, this little, triple Venn diagram thing here that's going to help explain to us what vampires, metal bands, and hymns all have in common. So obviously, vampires and metal bands both wear all black, right? That's something that vampires and metal bands do. Vampires and hymns also believe that humans are wretched, right? You can just listen to some of our hymns in church, right? We sing about how wretched humanity is, how we have fallen, all these other types of things. Metal bands and hymns are the same because they're musically complex, right? It's many hymns are very well written. Some are difficult to sing or other things because they're musically complex. And despite what you might think about metal, metal is actually very complex, especially the more intense it gets, usually the more complex it is, surprisingly, even though it just might sound like screaming and smashing things. That's actually not what it really is when you understand the musical things underneath it. But of course, hymns, metal bands, and vampires all have one thing in common. And that one thing in common is they all believe that nothing but the blood can satisfy, right? Nothing but the blood can satisfy. For vampires, you need to be able to drink blood in order to survive. For metal bands, you need to sing about blood and death and everything else because that's how you write your really hardcore music. And of course, for Christians and our hymns, nothing but the blood of Jesus can satisfy us, right? So we have so much in common as Christians with both vampires and metal bands that we often forget this, which is just, good reason to see both of those groups as potential outreach for us. So if you know any vampires, you can reach out to them and communicate that you also believe that nothing but the blood can satisfy. Or if you're in the metal scene, you can say, hey, yeah, you're right. Nothing but the blood can satisfy. And you can have a conversation about that with them. So there you go. Something to ponder while you're trapped inside by a wall of snow today. So I will see you guys tomorrow, probably still trapped inside, for our catechism. Peace out.